Our assumption is that if we're going to recruit a new staff member that is coming in from out of the community, that we have to be able to provide housing for them to be able to land in our community. My name's Alicia James, and I'm the assistant town manager at the town of Winter Park, and I manage our affordable housing initiatives.
Today we are at Fireside Creek. It's just newly built, 50 units, deed restricted. There's 41 bedrooms, 10 two-bedrooms. We can't really build enough of this. It's a place that people can be happy and proud of.
This is a new construction that was completed this year in July. And it's been a project for the Winter Park Town Council for probably the last 3 years to bring this from development plan all the way to folks moved in.
Each community is different, and honestly in Colorado you have your mountain communities that are really under stress for affordable housing to maintain their quality of life. Our survey really picks up the frustration, and I would even call it anger, in many of the mountain communities. But when COVID came along, basically 300,000 people in Colorado discovered the mountain communities and descended upon them. It really had an impact on the quality of life.
Prior to COVID, nobody ever was closed. Everybody was open 7 days a week, and it didn't matter what was happening. We always had the doors open, no matter what. We always figured out a way to get open every single day. These last 3 years, I can tell you, that all of our locations have had to reduce hours and/or cut out a day or two for weeks, sometimes months at a time.
I also own a business, and throughout the pandemic, and even before the pandemic, it's so difficult to keep employees. And not just just keep them in their job, but for them to feel like part of the community, for them to feel like they belong here and they're wanted here, and for them to be able to find a reasonable home here. It's just difficult.
Right now we're in Moonfrog Coffee Shop, and fortunately I'm actually living right behind Moonfrog, just right behind us. And I've been there for about 2 years. Just very, very lucky. I've been in employee housing. In this town, it's very hard. Like 5 years ago, it was a little easier because pricing was much cheaper.
Finding housing, finding stable housing, and finding affordable housing is almost impossible. Luckily, we do have resources in the Valley like the Grand Foundation or like this workforce housing building.
You'd asked me 3 years ago if we'd be managing 25 bedrooms in our community for our team members, I would tell you were crazy. Fact of the matter right now is that we couldn't keep our doors open without managing all those properties for our staff.
Hideaway Place is actually workforce housing. It is through the town of Winter Park. You have to work in a local business over 30 hours a week, and it's really nice. It's rent controlled, and just really good to be in downtown, and everyone who lives here works locally, so good sense of community in this building.
The goal is that if you work in this community and you contribute to this community, you have a place to live that you're proud of. The fact of the matter is we're standing in it right now. This is a housing project. There's not a mountain community in Colorado that has the availability to not be working on affordable housing.
Being in the mountains is amazing. Summer times are so beautiful up here. Doesn't matter what time of day, morning or night, it's just wonderful, it's peaceful. I don't get that same feeling in the city or somewhere where it's a little more affordable.
It really breeds the sense of community to have this building where everybody is full-time. It's not as transient. It's not short-term rentals. I love Winter Park. I am now starting a new career in Winter Park. I love the sense of community here. I think it's unlike anywhere else that I've personally lived. I absolutely love this community.
What drives the vibe in these communities is the employees and the businesses and the folks that are here. The folks that live here can't live in the community. It comes pretty stale, if you ask me. I think everybody that works in this community deserves to be able to live in this community.